Okay, I'm going to talk about investing in my 401k, how I dollar cost average. For the last few months, I have not been putting any money in the market because I was worried that the market would be going down in September. So I was part of it. So you can see if I had bought in here, yes, but I stopped buying in May and just left all my money in cash. In fact, I did buy some here and then it got up to here and I've taken some of those profits out, actually after the peak. So somewhere around here, I took profits out and it's been going down ever since. And the S&P, pretty much the same thing. You can see the chart over the last 3 months here where it peaked. This I wanted to sell actually the next day over here, and then we came out with the credit report, and then the American credit dropped, and I probably should have been bailing out more ever since then. But I did get out some, and I was looking for the slump in September, as I've been talking about in many of the videos. I buy at the end of September, early October. So you can see we're coming down to the last week of September where we're currently at, and this is the S&P, and the last chart was the Dow Jones. Why I'm not buying right now, or why was I not buying in the stock market this whole time, is because of the CPI report. The CPI report has just been too big to ignore. And when it got down to 3, what would have been great is if it went down to under 3 here. But it started climbing, it's climbing up. I feel with the price of oil going up, and I don't see any relief coming, this CPI report may again be higher October 12th. So if that comes in higher, that's going to be a real problem with the market. The Fed is talking about raising rates in November. So all these things could be drivers to the downside of the stock market. But the number one thing I'm thinking is maybe buy on the 30th of Friday. But um, let's take a look at some of the funds I have in my 401k. This would be the aggressive growth fund for my particular investments. I stopped investing in May, and see, it's been going up. I didn't want to buy on the up. I want to buy on the down. So I didn't take any profits out. I should have took profits. I had marked 58 to start taking profits, and you see it didn't quite get there. Anyways, this has been going down, and then here comes the September slump. So starting in September, you notice it's going down. So for me, first off, the money from May till September, I couldn't invest. I didn't have it yet. So every paycheck, a percentage of my paycheck goes into the 401k. That goes completely into the cash funds. And I wait for buying opportunities. I dollar cost average by buying when I see dips in the market. So if you look at this, if I didn't hold the money, I would have been buying on all these highs. Every paycheck that came through, I would have been hitting one of these peaks, because right now, from here all the way to June, there's not one price I would have paid that I would get less than right now. In fact, the stock market is crashing today. So if I look at the holdings, these are the big holdings. A lot of these are the only reason the market's even up. There's only like 7 companies keeping this market together. So the whole idea that the stock market needs to go down, I'm not following. But with these all going down, you can almost rest assured that this American fund will be down too by the end of the day. Again, with the money mutual fund, you don't see the price until after the market closes. Market will close 1 o'clock Pacific time, but the numbers probably won't release until 4 or 5 o'clock Pacific time. So you'll see that this is, I'm sure, will be down by the end of the day. Um, Same with the small cap. You can see I've been holding. I didn't buy anything in the small cap, and you can see where that's been going. So right now I can buy all the money I would have been at a higher price. I could buy it all right now at a lower price than anything I would have done from June till October here. Same thing with the mid cap fund. So I try and diversify some in the aggressive growth, small cap, mid cap, and also in real estate funds. However, since the rates have been climbing, I haven't been a big buyer of this. I'm hungry to buy it because I'm down 34% from my last sell. So some time ago I sold this and it's down 34%. So again, by selling on the highs, not only am I able to buy something else, maybe on a lower price, but I could repurchase this at a much lower price than what I sold it for. All right, where I may take profits from would be my energy funds. You can see when this is going up, that means the price of oil, the price of gas is going up. That's what's driving this to go up. Well, if this is going up, this is what's going to drive inflation up because oil and gas affects everything. Um, so depending on how Friday goes, I might be buying on a Friday. Again, it's a risk to buy because we don't know what is going on with the Fed here. What are these guys doing? It could be a buying opportunity though on Friday because if you can buy less than any price you could have bought during the year, hey, if you were told the dollar cost average and just buy it, you could buy right now. Or if Friday, if it's down even more, you could buy at a much lower price than you would have any other time. And if the 30th, the Congress breaks and comes to some kind of agreement, watch for the market to skyrocket this next week, particularly on the 2nd, if they solve something before the market opens on Monday. So watch for that. I think a lot of people are banking on a government shutdown. You may even see the market skyrocket up the 28th and the 29th, anticipating a settlement on the 30th. But buying on that is buying on speculation and not a confirmed thing. You got to understand that that's total risk on what's going on. Because if you buy anticipating that the government's going to come to a resolution to the budget and they don't, um, you could be watching the market tank hard. If you're going to do that, be planning on doing a long-term hold and wait for it to come back up. I just find if I'm waiting and hoping for the government to do anything right, it usually doesn't work out for me. So, anyways, could be a good buying opportunity here in September. It's all based on this news. Unfortunately, what sucks is we don't know when they're going to announce. The CPI report, we know the exact time they're going to announce. I know exactly what's going to happen. Here, I'm just waiting and waiting to see when they're going to do something. It's just going to probably be sudden. We won't have any warning.